As their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wait, put it! Mark 56! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full second.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned out a few guys?
Gunned out a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Wait, that wide, 80! Switch up! 72!
On 2nd down, here's Henry. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Wait, that, ready? Come on, the ball. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. On 42. He's coming off the edge. Watch him off the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Go. Shit.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike 52. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for them.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's Haskins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Henry. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. 951. Hey, let's get some Patriots. Hey, Alabama.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rex Burkhead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Patriots 14. Redskins nothing. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down run for Burkhead. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And the ball is out. Burkhead lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. They find some open field here. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. The final shot before half for Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A give to Burkhead on 1st down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is taken at about the 14. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. But he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
2nd down, Haskins. And his pass incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd? And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, Brady eluding the pressure right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Ready? 53 is the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Kill.
They start on the ground with Pirine. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Stop your whining. Go. He's checking credit.
They'll hand it down to Geis. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the slant. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let go.
Here's Geis, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Third down, here's Haskins. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Tight down. There you go.
They'll run for it with Love, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Past the 20! And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game. And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win. And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, 20! 65 seconds!
On 1st down, Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bostic coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
got? What we got? What we got?
Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Set, cut, 6 yards. Like, pull. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Brady hands off to Burkhead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they run with Burkhead. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right?